So yesterday something caught my eye. Triple digits caught my eye. We hit 100 subscribers, and I cannot be more grateful for you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Anyways, I don't want to keep talking about it. I don't want to waste your time on this video. We're going to get right into this. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I actually hit Grand Champion. So we're going to get right into this, and I'm going to show you the first replay, and we are versing someone who has Evo Firecracker, Evo Barbs, and Inferno Tower. This is such a hard matchup if they play it well, especially just because Inferno Tower is really hard to win against when you have E-Giant, unless you have Zap or Lightning. So you guys are going to see, this guy goes Lumber Loon right away. What a surprise, right? Lumberloon players always seem to go with that tactic right away. At least when I verse them, I don't understand it personally. I don't know. Maybe it works a lot of the times if the person they're versing just doesn't have a good card lineup at the start of the match. But I don't know. I'm not in their mindset, so who knows. So he went Inferno Tower to counteract everything right there. That was kind of bad from him because he should have really waited with his Inferno Tower in my opinion. But of course he has Mirror, so he places another one. But in cases like that, if they place Inferno Tower first, you could void it like I just did right there. And your E-Giant is going to be able to walk through and do some good damage if you support it, obviously. So obviously, he knows I have E-Giant now. I kind of compromised myself, but I also know he has Inferno Tower. So I'm going to save my Void Spell in most cases, or try to at least. Alright, so he goes Firecracker in the back. I arrow that. I hate Firecracker, so I immediately arrow them whenever I see them. I can't wait for the balance changes when Evo Firecracker could be arrowed. So I go the same thing, Wizard and Mother Witch, to counter the same push that he did before. And then he does the same thing, he arrows it again. Like, I don't get it. He just went the same exact push. I feel like a lot of matches, especially when you make it to League 7, League 8, or like League 7, like those matches, you really need to try and just not do the same pushes every time because it most cases doesn't work. Because the same person is just going to keep having the same cycle and keep defending the same exact way. So you gotta try something different. So this guy messed up here, like I said before. He placed Inferno Tower early. Then I'm going to avoid the Inferno Tower, I'm pretty sure, yeah. So his first Inferno Tower is dead. Now, I knew he was going to place his second one, so I placed the barbs in front. This is what I'm saying. You got to change it up. You can't keep doing the same pushes every time. So I arrowed everything. Obviously, his Inferno Tower is going to lock on for a second, but my E-Giant zaps it. I think, yeah, nothing gets damage right there. That is kind of sad for me. I was really sad when that push got no damage. But he does another Lumberloon push. I do the same exact defense. Now, if your defense is working, obviously you don't have to switch it up. But in the cases where you're like doing your offense, you're trying to attack, you need to switch it up. I'm just clarifying that so it doesn't look like I'm hypocritical with what I just said. So I Void Spell there. My Wizard does damage. That's really good for me. My E-Giant's able to walk freely. Now I arrowed the Firecracker. I just hate Evo Firecracker. It's going to do more damage. He pulled out Elite Barbs. I think I pulled out Little Prince here, and then I used this ability. Oh no, I placed Mother Witch, then I used his ability. I could have went Wizard too, but you know what? I just didn't feel like it. I don't know why. Why not? So he right now is probably going to go for a balloon, I think. I might be wrong here. Yeah, he goes for a balloon, and then I go for a giant in the back. Now I know Void Spell could take out balloon just fine, so I void that. And then he uses rage on that balloon on the right side. He's trying to change up his strategy, obviously. So I killed that balloon with tornado and arrows. That's like I didn't want to waste my wizard. So right here, I go Barbarians because I knew it. I knew he was going to go Inferno Tower. I completely forgot this happened in this match. But yeah, I knew it again. He was just going to go for Inferno Tower again. So obviously, I just have to go for Barbs. My E-Giant connects with the Inferno Tower. It's able to zap it. Now here, I place another E-Giant. This is huge for me because he doesn't have Inferno Tower in his cycle. He has Lumberjack, as you can see. And I use my Little Prince ability to support the Giant. And then he uses Firecracker. I think I arrow the Firecracker or I use Tornado. Yeah, I use Tornado. So right here, giant push. This is the game-winning push that got me into Grand Champion, and I was so happy I got this push in. Like, this push made me so happy because I spent, like, so long today trying to get to Grand Champion of just winning and losing and winning and losing. It sucked, but I'm finally at Grand Champion. So the next one we're going to be looking at right now is this match. So this match right here, he has Night Witch, Phoenix, and Giant. This is a really, really used meta lately, and I've been seeing a lot of top players use this to counter Goblin Drill players and just counter a lot of cycle decks. But if you have Wizard, you really counter the Night Witch decks, like Night Witch Golem, Night Witch Giant, because Wizard splash damage, it does so much against the Giant, obviously, and Golem. Plus, it kills the bats, and then if Night Witch is right behind, it kills them. So you guys are going to see, I avoided the Phoenix right there. Get all that out of there. I just wanted some damage. I got Wizard one hit. Every bit of damage matters. I love that that Wizard got a hit right there. That was kind of a bad Little Prince placement by me, but I wasn't trying to waste Elixir because obviously you could see his fisherman was able to pull it before it got close enough to get killed by the tower. So I placed E-Giant. He doesn't have a lot of defend here. He went Night Witch, and then I went Tornado. I realized later I could have went Arrows just to do more damage, but you're going to see here, this is what I mean with the Wizard. So the Wizard, since the Night Witch is right behind, it just kills it right away. Right away. I could have went Barbs, but if I left that Night Witch just hanging there, it would have killed the Barbs faster. Plus, he used Poison, obviously, so he definitely would have had a good push with the Night Witch. Just because the Dagger Duchess, it had to reload, so... Yeah. So my Wizard is going to get 0 damage there. He knows his potential with his Dagger Duchess. That's one big thing, too. You got to know your potential with your Tower Troop. Just because Dagger Duchess, you really got to learn it once you first start playing it. But it is so, so good. I love it so much. Even at level 12, it was better than a level 14 Archer, in my opinion at least. Because I made the switch, and it just works so well with me. So I have a really big push going on here. I think he places Evo Bomber at one point. That would be a really good play by him. I don't know. He should have placed it earlier, I feel like. So I did a big push right there, too, with the Tornado. He arrowed everything right there. And then I think this push should have set me free with this tower. I believe so. Yeah, so I got that tower. Now, he could do a big push here since I'm low on Elixir. And the only thing I really have to defend his Giant really well is my Barbarian. So he places Evo Bomber in the back. Now, I know he has Evo Bomber out, so I'm going to arrow it eventually. But you guys are going to see. He places Giant. And now I arrow it because I know he has Evo Bomber. And I just get extra value with those bats. So I go Barbarians in the back, and then I use Void on the Giant, just because he used that Poison, and I really just wasn't trying to get a lot of damage on my Barbarian, so I want to just distract the Phoenix and distract the Night Witch. So you guys are going to see here, I did Mother Witch to get a hog out that. He Evos at my Mother Witch, killed it fully. And then I'm just trying to defend all I could here, because if he gets this tower, he definitely has the possibility of winning, just because that Evo Bomber, if he places it correctly, it's really annoying. Now, right here, Barbs go down, and then he has Evo Bomber. Right here, I was so scared, but he didn't place it correctly. And my Barbs were kind of swarmed around it. So, it wasn't really exactly as fully probably thought it was going to go straight forward. But that really just won me the match, because he definitely could have just, like, easily counteracted my whole push right there, or counteracted my whole defense right there with that Evo Bomber. So, next match, I versed someone with Evo Tesla and Evo Skeletons. So Evo Tesla is really, really annoying to verse when you have Evo Giant. Even normal Tesla is annoying to verse unless you have Earthquake. But you guys are going to see, you guys have to try and do different pushes like I said before. I just try to do any type of push, even if I don't think it's going to work, just because they could not be ready for it. They could be like, wow, like this is like, I wasn't prepared for this stupid push, but it's actually working because I wasn't prepared for it. Alright, so you guys are going to see here, I did Barbarians, and then Tornado right here, you guys are going to see, Tornado right to the King Tower. Activate my King Tower right away, starting the match, it is perfect. And then I voided the Tesla. Now, if he places Tesla a little bit more left, he wouldn't have had to waste his Void right there, just because the other Dagger Duchess would have been able to lock onto my E-Giant. But he didn't do that, so I got, I think, 1 zap off with the E-Giant, even though it's not much damage, it's like 100. Any damage matters in my opinion, so that's perfect for me. So I think I cycle my Wizard here if I'm not wrong. I place it in the back, I think. Yeah. Just to get that cycle off, just because 1 cycle on Evo Wizard, I think it's really fair because it doesn't get a strength buff. All it has is a shield. But the shield is really good in my opinion. So this guy goes full push on the right side with Hog Rider. So I use my Little Prince ability to get the Hog Rider down. And then the Giant Skeleton was super close to hitting my tower, but I pulled it away with the Barbarians. Luckily I did that, because it would have gotten like 1k damage on my tower. That would have been terrible. So right here, I know this guy's going to use Archer Queen ability. I know it. And then I tornado. Yes. Just because the ability is so short and her walk speed is really slow that I knew I was going to be able to counter that. But he also knew that I used tornado. So that was smart by him to go Hog Rider. He got one hit in just because I placed my Void Spell a little bit late. That was bad on my part. And then I used arrows. Like, I was just so scared that the Evo Skeleton was going to get hits. And then he laughs at me because I used arrows. I wasted Elixir. It's alright, though, because I'm the one who ended up winning this match. So, ha ha ha, your face now. Alright, so this guy goes E-Giant Skeleton in the back. I go E-Giant. I'm trying to get a push here because I know he's also trying to get a push here, too. So, I know I definitely have some potential of getting a push either way. I go Barbarians. I have Mother Witch down. I have something range in the back. I go Void. Now, he has Tesla to protect, but does he do that? He does, but he messes up his placement. If he placed it there earlier, my E-Giant would have been attracted. But he messed that up. So I got around, I think I got around 700 damage right there. That's huge for me. Just because any damage is huge for me, like I said. Especially with E-Giant or any type of slow walking win condition, it's really hard to get damage sometimes, so any damage matters. So I use Little Prince ability. I didn't really need to use it there. That was kind of my own fault. I'm using it. I wasted my own elixir. But I ended up kind of redeeming myself with that Mother Witch placement. Just because I got that hog, that hog down. With the Mother Witch, it just was able to distract the giant skeleton for a bit more. So, my Mother Witch kills that Tesla. That's huge for me. And I have Barbarians around my elite, or my E-Giant. So, this push is huge for me. He has Evo Skeletons everywhere. I arrow the Evo Skeleton just so it doesn't get damaged. Even though it wouldn't have kept multiplying on my E-Giant, I just wanted some more damage on his tower. I needed that damage no matter what. Alright, so this guy goes Void on my Wizard. That was well played by him. I go E-Barbs on his Hog Rider. Or no, not E-Barbs, just normal Barbs. I keep saying E in front of everything now, or Evo. So he goes Archer Queen. That's well played by him. I think he uses ability just so he doesn't die. No, he doesn't. He goes Log. And then I think, yeah, he goes Giant Skeleton. He gets a good push in here, but I kill his Archer Queen with my... Oh, no, I didn't fully kill it. There we go. I fully killed it with the Wizard. The Wizard shield is amazing. Now I go Barbarians on the Hog. Now, this is really bad for him because he did waste a lot of elixir on the defense, but I also had... Or he wasted a lot of it on the offense, and I had to defend it also. But this just made it so he's wasting more time for himself. Just because now I'm on the offense and he has to defend everything I'm throwing at him. And I'm doing extra damage to his tower, as you could see with those arrows. Even though it's not a lot, it could be winning damage no matter what. So his Archer Queen is going to lock on to my Wizard. My Wizard dies. So right here, I think I may have tornadoed. No, I used the Little Prince ability. That was actually even better than what I just said. My mind in the game was a lot better right there. So he has no, like, possibility of winning right here, in my opinion. And he can't do enough damage within that time frame. So I knew I won this. This was a really good match for me. And you guys, if you guys use this deck, you're going to see this deck is so defense heavy that you could defend a lot. And if they don't have spells like Poison or Rocket, and they can't do a lot of spell damage to your tower, it really is hard for them to get through. Alright, is that the last match I wanted to show? Let me check real quick. Yeah, I think that was the last match I wanted to show. Alright, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check this deck out if you want to. Here is the deck one more time. And I really, guys, I really think you should put Void Spell and Dire Duchess in your, all of your decks, honestly. Because they are so good, in my opinion. Like, top tier spell and top tier tower. So, anyways, I want to stop wasting you guys' time. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. And have a great day, you guys.